I am just doing a part of our pre-construction process. So we're doing a full reno, round of costings. So decent sized house. I've just got a roof sheet off here at the moment. Now, underneath this wall down here, there's basically a middle wall running through the house that they want to get rid of. So part of our pre-construction process is once we get through the first round of costings, we get budget aligned with what they're wanting. And once that is in the comfortable range of working within the client's budget, we work through then trying to getting all the final detail stuff. So I'm just pulling apart this roof sheet, and what I'm looking for is if anything's sitting on that existing roof or existing wall downstairs. So try to pull this off. I can show you, but give me a second. So if I move this, you can see. So just there is the wall frame. Truss is sitting on top of the wall frame. So that to me says that there is weight sitting on that wall, and then this is where we can go. Do we need an engineer? What do we need to do if we're getting rid of that wall? Do we need a beam or a support running in there or not? So, we don't want to have to figure all this stuff out once we start ripping walls down and then realise to the owner, hey, there's going to be a variation or an extra cost. This is why I say it's so important to a lot of people do the pre-construction process, because we can iron out all these little issues that could potentially cost a heap of money and you're not expecting it later on halfway through the build. And there's delay processes in regards to, say for example, we've got to order a beam. It could be, a few weeks before we see the beam. It starts delaying everything else. So it can have this domino effect on your build and especially if you're not living in the house or you're trying to find alternate accommodation. The last thing you want is things taking longer than it needs to be. So super important that your builder does do all your inspections, and it's purely to give you a super accurate cost. And this is how we can pretty much guarantee when we do builds or renovations that we can pretty much knock out 95% of variations, because we do the work prior, we make sure that we can inspect what's there, we do all their, get all the other consultants involved where necessary, and by doing this, it'll just make your build time go a lot smoother, a lot faster, and also a lot more efficient, and you understand where the costs are at, and you're not getting any nasty surprises. So yeah, it's I find it's a good way of doing it. We spend, to be honest now, more time with people going through the pre-construction process than we do actually building with them. But in the long term of building with people, and once you start the build, it's just, we know where we're going, we've got a clear path. There's very minimal surprises. We've knocked out all the unknowns, and when we start building it, just away we go. We can organise everything, trades are on time, job runs on time, all that sort of stuff as well. So it really does come down to how you plan these things out, and how well and organised your builder is as well. So